Just another brother with another humble question. Just another brother with another humble question.
Welcome to another episode of A Brother with Questions. I am your host, B. Appreciate you for joining me. Before we dive into this video, man, let me ask you to like and subscribe to the channel. Share it, comment, man. Tell people what you're listening to. Come check a brother out. Help a brother grow this channel, man. But we're going to dive into this video. I saw this on my guy Officer Tatum's page, and I couldn't find the original video. So I said, man, I'm just have to copy it from here and play it for the people. Because he perfectly sums up for me how I'm feeling right now. Let's take a listen, man.
I am going to lose followers with this, but I don't care because the truth is more important than clout or fame or whatever. I have a question for everybody, black men, white women, black women, everybody. Do y'all actually think that Kamala Harris is a friend to black folks? Like, do you actually think that her or Joe Biden, for that matter, is a friend to anybody that is really genuinely middle class? I'm not sitting here. Now, mind you, don't come in my comments talking about, are you saying Trump is better? Or you think I'm not saying anybody's better.
Man, when he said that right there, that touched the note for me. You know, and I'm going to get back to the video, but I just got to say this. I'm feeling the same way. Yes, I have criticism for Kamala Harris and the Democrats. But I am not here trying to tell you that as a result, you need to go vote for Trump. What I'm asking you to do is to think about what you are doing and make a decision about whether it's Donald Trump or anybody else that you might find on the presidential candidate list. And consider all of them for who they are and what they're advocating for. That's all I'm asking. And if you go through the list and you look at what they are advocating for, then so be it. But at least go through the list. That's all I'm saying. Go through the list.
Right now, what I'm asking you to do is think logically. Kamala Harris is the same woman that sat during an interview and said, well, whatever benefits black people benefits everybody, which is a lie because affirmative action was supposed to benefit black people. Who did affirmative action benefit most? Whitey women. This is the same lady that after making that statement followed up by saying, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's going to only benefit black people. No. This woman also said, what do we know about voters ages 18 to 24? They are stupid. They are stupid. This is why they have resident halls. This is why we put them in dormitories. She doesn't believe that 18 to 24-year-olds can have education. She doesn't believe they can make consciously informed decisions without being guided in a particular political direction. And I have had enough of it. I've had enough of it. Donald Trump has his own problems. We know that brother got a list of issues that he deals with. We know he has 34 felonies. We know all of that. 19 felonies, no convictions. Whatever, he ain't Cat Williams. He didn't got convicted. I hear all of that. I understand all of that. But let me tell you this. Donald Trump is the only president in history that never took a presidential salary. He's the only president in history that never took a presidential salary. Under his administration, black unemployment was at its lowest point than it had been in the past 50 years. And prices of groceries and prices of food were lower, and the rate of inflation was lower under his administration than under the current administration. It was. The fact of the matter is, and this is going to offend people, this is the truth, though. Under Kamala Harris's administration, because let's be honest, Joe Biden ain't been competent probably since about 2021. This is really Kamala Harris's show, but she has convinced you that we got to wait till she get in office for her to take care of the problem. She has convinced you that all you need to win the black vote is to get Megan Thee Stallion on stage shaking her ass. All you need is Lil Jon saying DNC and turn down for what? That's all she did. That's all she did. I'm not telling anybody who to vote for. I'm not going to do that. It ain't my place to tell you who to vote for. I know where I'm casting my ballot, but I will tell you this. And this is why I lean conservative. I do, but I'm independent because I call out the BS on both sides. Let me tell you this here. A vote for Kamala Harris is a vote against your own pockets, people. A vote for Kamala Harris is a vote against your own interests.
There it
Say
is,
it again.
man.
Say it again.
Ooh. There it is, man. I know there's a lot of people gonna break that brother down and say that everything he said is wrong, but call him out. Tell me what he said that was wrong. Tell me what he said that was wrong. Because a lot of the policies, even if I go into Kamala Harris's DNC speech and I begin to pull out some of the highlights that she gave, let me just call a couple of them out while we're here. Let's just call a couple of them out. So she started off, she's talking about how she wants to build the middle class will be a defining goal of her presidency. Have we seen a middle class policy during the Joe Biden era? She talked about creating an opportunity economy where everyone gets a chance to compete and a chance to succeed. Have we seen this during the Joe Biden presidency? She talks about providing access to capital. Now they did see an increase in SBA loans for minorities during their presidency. So yeah, I'll give you some credit there. Ending American housing shortage is really not a shortage. What it is a pricing problem. Because even when you have decent jobs, the prices of housing is so high in certain cities. Even for educators, the average educator in my state is making probably around 55, 50, 60,000. But depending on which county you live in, that ain't gonna cut it, bruh. That is not gonna cut it. She even talked about passing on a middle class tax cut that apparently is going to benefit more than 100 million Americans. And then, of course, her big thing is she's going to make sure to restore reproductive freedom in the country. All ideas that could have been done during the Joe Biden presidency, and I would argue, and you can welcome to tell me how wrong I am, that we didn't get anywhere close to those things during his presidency. So now I'm going to believe that while that was never the agenda on Joe Biden's list, if you become a president, now you're going to put that as part of the agenda as if you were not there during the Joe Biden presidency. Come on, man. And even if you do, my bigger question, how? How are you going to make housing more affordable for those people who have quote unquote good jobs? Pricing is so high they can't get in right now. What you going to do to make that happen? How are you going to do that? I think you said in another speech you're going to help build 3 million homes or something like that. How? The government don't do that. In the last government housing I heard of, I ain't never heard nobody that wanted to stay in that government house. Especially not short term or long term. So how? Middle class tax cut. How? The how is more important than the idea. Because the how is how you implement it. The how is how people understand how you make it happen. When you just throwing ideas out, and I can throw ideas out too. How? So until, and I'm going to hold them to this, until they give legitimate ideas about how they're going to accomplish the things they want to do, legitimate solutions about how they're going to accomplish things they want to do, I'm going to sit here in the steel line from Antoine Scott, and I'm just going to look at you. I'm just going to keep looking at you. Because without specifics, all you're doing is playing me. And I don't like to be played with by politicians. All I want is solutions. And on that note, I'm out.